Hercules, the name that echoes through the canyons of history and myth, is more than just a hero. He is a symbol of strength, courage, and redemption. Arguably the greatest hero of Greek mythology, Hercules' path to glory was paved with challenges that seemed insurmountable. So, what made him so extraordinary? Today, we're diving into an epic tale, one that reveals the labors of Hercules, feats so impossible they still inspire awe thousands of years later. Our journey begins with his origins, the divine and mortal collision that created Hercules. Born of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Alcmene, a mortal woman, Hercules was blessed with divine strength. However, where there is divine blessing, there is often a curse. Hera, the wife of Zeus and queen of the gods, was consumed with jealous rage at Zeus's infidelity. This rage was directed entirely at the innocent child, Hercules. Even as a baby, Hercules had to fend off Hera's wrath. The goddess sent serpents into his crib, intending to end his life before it began. But even then, Hercules showed his strength, strangling the serpents with his tiny fists. His incredible journey, however, was yet to unfold. Despite growing up to become a revered warrior, Hera's vengeance eventually caught up to him in a tragic way. In a fit of madness induced by Hera, Hercules was driven to kill his beloved wife and children. When the haze of Hera's enchantment lifted, he was overwhelmed with grief and guilt. Seeking redemption for his horrifying actions, he consulted the Oracle of Delphi. The Oracle, speaking the will of the gods, gave him his path to salvation. He must serve King Eurystheus, a feeble and cunning figure, and undertake 12 impossible labors. Now, let us unravel these legendary labors, each a testament to Hercules' strength, wit, and determination. Labor 1. Slay the Nemean lion. Deep in the Nemean forests lurked a lion, with a hide so tough, no spear or arrow could pierce it. Hercules confronted this monstrous beast, armed with nothing but his club and his bare hands. The battle was fierce, but Hercules' might prevailed as he strangled the lion to death. From then on, he wore the impenetrable lion's skin as both armor and proof of his triumph. Next, the Lernaean Hydra. The Hydra was a terror, an aquatic serpent with multiple heads, and worse, for each head Hercules severed, 2 more grew in its place. However, Hercules' cunning complemented his strength. With the aid of his nephew, Iolaus, he cauterized each neck with fire after decapitation, preventing regrowth. Eventually, he vanquished the beast, though Hera ensured his victory wouldn't go uncontested by sending down a giant crab to attack him mid-battle. The third task demanded not brute force, but patience. Hercules was commanded to capture the Ceryneian hind, a sacred deer associated with the goddess Artemis herself. This was no ordinary deer. The hind was swift, elusive, and divine. For an entire year, Hercules pursued it through forests and rivers. Exhaustion finally slowed the creature down, and he captured it without shedding blood, ensuring the goddess's favor wasn't lost. The fourth labor brought him to confront the Erymanthian boar. This was no mere hunt. The boar was a frenzied beast that ravaged villages and sowed destruction. Hercules subdued it using his unparalleled strength and great courage, dragging it back to King Eurystheus, who cowardly hid from the creature upon seeing it bound. The fifth trial is a story of ingenuity, cleaning the Augean stables. Hercules was tasked with cleansing the stables of King Augeas, which housed thousands of cattle and hadn't been cleaned for years. Armed with wit over muscle, he redirected 2 entire rivers through the filthy stables, washing them clean in just 1 day. Labor 6 required him to defeat the Stymphalian birds, man-eating birds with metallic feathers sharp enough to pierce armor. Hercules relied on divine support from Athena, who gifted him bronze castanets. The clamor scared the birds, forcing them out of hiding, and Hercules swiftly eliminated them. His 7th task led him across the sea to Crete to capture the Cretan bull, a powerful beast tied to the god Poseidon. Wrestling the mighty beast into submission, Hercules demonstrated his raw physical prowess once more by bringing the bull back to Eurystheus. In the eighth labor, Hercules encountered the mares of Diomedes, man-eating horses. These creatures were tamed in the most unusual way. Hercules overpowered their master, King Diomedes, and fed him to his own mares. Satisfied, the horses became docile, and Hercules brought them home. The ninth labor was embroiled in conflict and cunning. Hercules was sent to retrieve the belt of Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons. Though Hippolyta was initially willing to part with it, Hera's interference sowed discord, and Hercules was forced into battle. Triumphing against the warrior women, he secured the belt for Eurystheus. Traveling to the ends of the earth marked Hercules' 10th feat, herding the cattle of Geryon. These weren't ordinary cattle, they belonged to Geryon, a monstrous giant with 3 bodies. Hercules faced not only Geryon, but also the challenges of the journey, crossing deserts and enduring the harshest conditions. Yet, his determination carried him through, and he presented the cattle to his master. In his penultimate trial, Hercules ventured to the garden of the Hesperides to steal its golden apples. Guardians of this divine grove included a dragon and the Titan Atlas. In an ingenious twist, Hercules convinced Atlas to retrieve the apples for him, temporarily shouldering the Titan's burden of holding up the sky. Once the apples were in hand, Hercules cleverly tricked Atlas into resuming his eternal task. Finally, the 12th labor took Hercules to the brink of existence and beyond, the underworld itself. His goal, capture Cerberus, the 3-headed guardian hound of Hades. With strength and spirit, Hercules managed to wrestle the fearsome beast into submission, bringing it to the surface as proof of his victory before returning it unharmed to its rightful place. Each labor completed was not merely a display of strength, but of wit, endurance, and resilience. These trials worked as lessons in overcoming challenges, showing that even the son of Zeus himself could not escape struggle. They echo a timeless message that redemption and greatness come from rising against the odds. Now, Hercules' legacy. After completing these seemingly impossible tasks, Hercules secured his immortality, not just in the literal sense as he ascended to Mount Olympus, but in the hearts and minds of those who hear his tale. He became a symbol of perseverance, a reminder that even in great strength lies the potential for great flaw and greater redemption. Through literature, art, and modern retellings, Hercules remains as relevant today as he was in antiquity. The impossible labors of Hercules serve as metaphors for our own struggles, urging us to find resilience in the face of adversity. So, there you have it, the heroic saga of Hercules, a man who turned suffering into salvation and hardship into legend. His story teaches us that it's not the challenges we face, but how we rise to them, that truly define us. If you've been inspired by this epic journey, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment about your favorite labor of Hercules, and subscribe for more exciting tales from mythology and history. Together, let's keep these timeless stories alive.